to the CE Tool Den. And on today's video, we're going to test and review the recently released Milwaukee ratcheting screwdrivers. There's a stubby and there's a regular size one. So let's get to it. Okay, let's start off with the long one. The long one is a 27-in-1 piece. There you go. Ratcheting. It's got the right now I have it locked in the middle, so it's not ratcheting for either way, but it's got the little tab with the arrows supposed to meet, and you can, and then moving the arrow all the way to the left is for loosening. And it comes with this double-sided #2 Phillips head and slotted, and it's got this ball detent grab for the bits. As far as the 27-in-1, the bits are here. Most of them are double-sided. It is very, and you can, the good thing is you can rotate this. Impressive when it comes to a lot of bits. So just get the bit that you want, and away you go. Like I said, just about all these are double-sided. This one's not, but you have hex, different slotted. This one's kind of a weird, almost like a security bit. You've got your Robertsons, your different size Phillips heads, and your Torx bits, all different sizes. And you just push it in. It's got like a little, it feels like a vacuum seal because it's got a good snug fit in there. The grip on this is pretty awesome because I like screwdrivers that have that soft grip, same thing with pliers. So it really makes a difference. You know, you get a good grip. The top is a plastic head for the 27-in-1. It is, you can remove that, and I'm sure you can put one of these bits in there. Let me see what it looks like. So there you go. These magnetic. Nope. Not magnetic. So that is a negative for this. They should have made these with magnetic, but otherwise it's still a pretty good ratcheting screwdriver. So you can use the bits to make it stubby-like, or use it with the regular extension. And we're going to test these out in a minute. And we're going to get to the stubby ratcheting that has the same type of system, same type of rubbery overmold, but this is an 8-in-1 now. And it also has like a bit driver holder here. Let's see if you can fit this bit. Yes, you can. And now the difference between this one and the big one is this one is magnetic. This is magnetic, which is what they should have done with the bigger one, but that's neither here nor there. So you can actually make this stubbier by taking out the extension, the bit holder extension, and just putting the bit in there. And this is, it's got the same type of release, like you pull it out, same snug feel to it. Now again, this is an 8-in-1, and this one doesn't have double-sided bits because this is a much smaller profile. So you're going to have a T15, a square type 2, a smaller square slotted, and another Phillips head 1. So this is going to be for smaller bit applications, but I'm sure you could take some of the bits out of there and put it in this if you can. Most likely in this part, not this one, because this one's only made to be for like a single size bit. And so it's a standard bit holder, like just like anything else. I like the fact that they put the Milwaukee branding on the bit holder shaft part. This one has it too. You can see. So they did a good job. I really take the feel, the fit and finish. And I definitely like stubby screwdrivers because you can take them anywhere you want, put them in your pocket, and you'll be able to have your screwdriver on hand. I also have the Gen 1 of this. Hold on one second while I go get it to compare. This is the Gen 1. And this one is not... Oh, this one does have some magnetic not as magnetic as the new Gen 2. But this one also is an 8-in-1. But let's compare these two. This one has a pretty good magnet on it. I gotta say, this one's got a like pretty powerful. The original stubby was definitely shorter without the extended bit. So you got that. But when you take the bit holder and put the bits in there instead, that's where this one will shine. It's maybe like an eighth of an inch shorter without the extension. But we're not going to test the Gen 1. So we're going to test the Gen 2 and the new ratcheting one. This is probably a Gen 2. I never had the Gen 1, so to begin with. So let's get to it. All right, so the question a lot of you are going to ask is, before we get into the testing, compatibility with each other. So, yes, you'll be able to fit the shafts from each other in these bits. Now, the question is, can you fit the single bit in there? That's as far as it goes. It's not tight, and I wouldn't want to do that because the ball detent, these are made to be held by the ball detent on this. So that's only going to go as far as that goes. Now, the double-sided that go to the big one won't fit on this one. It only goes so far. But it will fit when you take the bit holder off. Not all the way, but like maybe about an eighth of the way in. But it'll hold it, and you can screw with those bits. So if you have both of these on you, you can use the double-sided bits on the stubby, but without the bit holder extension. So there's that. I mean, it is what it is. So we're going to put this in there. And we're going to put this in there. And we're going to start to get to testing. First, we're going to start off with drywall screw and metal screw. Phillips heads. We're going to start off with Phillips heads. Then we're going to go to the Torx. I will say this. I am not a fan of Phillips heads. Never was. Never will be. Because they strip very easily. And at the end of the day, some of these screws are kind of trash. I'm not a big fan of them. Never have been. If there's better screws out there, these are the grip rights. I'm not a fan. But that's what I have on hand. So we're gonna have to deal with it and suck it up. We're gonna start off with the stubby with the Phillips head number 2, and we're gonna screw it into the 2x4 scrap 2x4, and we're not gonna do a pilot hole. We're just gonna go screw and test the strength of the ratcheting system. So right now we have it in forward. Again, awesome magnetism on this. This is very good. I like that feature. It's doing a good job grabbing the screw, and it's sinking in. I don't need to go all the way with that one. And we're gonna screw that. That did a good job. Now let's try the big one. Let's see, that one is already set for that. Again, no pilot holes. This one's quicker because you can get better leverage than the stubby, but the stubby was pretty good. I don't want to crack the wood because it's already starting to have a little crack. I'm not going to go in all the way. I'm going to put it in removal. Okay, so that did a good job on this metal screw. Now let's try the drywall screw. The same Phillips head number 2. Oops. Forgot to put it on forward. Okay. And again, this is doing the job. I don't want to, sounds like that screw is going to break. So let's not push it. So we can continue using this screw. Nice job by the elongated one. Let's put this one back to forward tightening. Let's do the same thing here. Trying to give you a good visual, but it's kind of hard from the camera angle. Let me try this camera angle. That's better. And that one also does the job. Okay, so we got these out of the way. Let's go to a longer Phillips head. Oh, these are the same. All right, so now let's try the big one with this. I think this is a 3.5. 3.5 inch screw. I do like the fact that it grips good, but again, not magnetic. Did it again. I mean, see, this is a nice grip. And that's not magnetic. And see how good it grabs the screw? So that's a good job. By the way, these are not the USA made type of tools. These are made in Taiwan. So just want to throw that out there. I'm not going to sink this all the way through because the wood's going to crack and split. But it's doing it. All right. I gotta say though, for not being a magnetic screwdriver, this really does a good job of getting it in there. Okay, and here's the stubby doing the same thing. Getting there a little bit more slowly because of the size of the screwdriver, but because I get better torque because I got a better grip on the bigger one. But this one is really, I gotta say, the bits themselves really do a great job of holding the screws very easily. All right, let's get this one out. All right, now we're gonna go into the T25 Torx. So we got T25. We're gonna use the same bit for the stubby, even though it comes with this big one, because I just want to see how good the stubby is. So when we use the stubby, we're not going to be using the bit holder because it will not accept that bit on the bit holder. So we're going to have to use just this part. So let's get to it. All right, we'll use this smaller. I believe this is a 2-inch. Yep, 2-inch screw. T25. It's in forward. Yeah, this screw really sucks. Let's try one of these other ones. Yeah, this screw kind of sucks really bad. It's not the bit, it's the screw. But yeah, see, big difference between this one, it's grabbing, and this one's, yeah, because there's a little extension, so we're not going to use a screw. Kind of sucks. So this one has allows you to put this one in. So this one is, I believe, a 2.5. 2.5. So let's try it. Easy peasy. Now we're going to remove it. So this is it's not a problem to sink the smaller screws easily by hand. But when you do it, these longer type screws, like 2 inches and above, you're going to feel it in your palm. So just be aware of that. You know, it's not advised to be, you know, when it comes to that, you're probably better off just using your drill or impact driver. All right, let's try this one. See, now I don't have the bit extension, so I'm just using the bit from the other screwdriver to see how. Yeah, the bit's a little wobbly because it's not seated fully. It only grabs about 1/8 of an inch of the bit. But you can do it. I'm working it. Just now it's working. But so we did it. And it's got just enough of the bit on the holder where the extension goes in that it's doing the job. I mean, you couldn't ask for more from this stubby. This stubby is very good for what it is, but I definitely recommend using it with the bits that it comes with. It's kind of, I kind of wish that it did come with the T25 because that's a standard. But you know, nothing's perfect, but that's why they have these bigger ones. So the bigger one is going to have that T25. And now we're going to use this on a 3.5. We have a 3.5 and a 4-inch. So let's see what the 3.5 does. My hand's getting tired. Time to switch hands, but it's sinking it in. Grabbing the wood. Gotta say, these screwdrivers that they make nowadays with the ratcheting definitely helps. But at the end of the day, this is a job for a drill. But for the purpose of this test, we're just doing this. This is a 4-inch. And we got it sunk in. Well, that's the test for this one. Did a good job. Milwaukee has an outstanding product with these new ratcheting screwdrivers. I would say definitely an upgrade over the Gen 1. The Gen 1, like the stubby, is a nice, and this was my go-to stubby that I went to because of the ratcheting, and it does have a nice grip to it, and it feels good in the hand. So when you're pushing down, but this one has a better grip than the stubby because it's got more overmold on the sides. So you're getting an even better grip with this, the new stubby. But this is not going to be retired because you need all the stubbies you can get. So definitely approve of the new Gen 2's ratcheting screwdrivers. You can't go wrong. I got the 27-in-1 and the 8-in-1 stubby. The only thing I would have said is this should have been magnetic, and this should have come with the T25. But otherwise, it is a great tool. Maybe I'll try to go look for, try to find bits of T25 in this size so I can switch it out and keep a T25 in there, because T25 I use a lot. So, and Phillips head. So, and I know most people will use a T25, T20, and a Phillips head, and sometimes a slotted, but that's neither here nor there. This is what we have for the test. Milwaukee, great job, made in Taiwan, awesome quality, awesome grip. Again, this should have been magnetic, and this should have had the T25. The only cons I can think of, but they are very good ratcheting screwdrivers. Definitely great for your toolbox. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. Let's reach to that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can get that giveaway. And once we do that 1,000, we'll do a giveaway. We're going to keep growing. We're going to get the CE Tool Den Nation over here, ruling the YouTube tool reviews, and just join in the following with all the tool people, the tool community, and all you contractors and do-it-yourselfers. Let's keep this going. All right. So as always, have yourselves a good night, and see you next time.